me about the moment that you've realized your company raised $105 million.
It was very exciting. It's the moment that I realized that our vision becoming true and we can really make cultured meat for the whole community.
Remember we needed to kill animals to be able to eat meat? Well, that belongs to the past. Just until a few years ago, we couldn't even imagine eating meat that is not originated in a cow or other animal. Today, we are a part of a moral and ecological revolution that is changing the world.
With cultivated meat, we only grow the cells that we eat, and that's it.
It's not about changing the final product that people love and will love forever.
This is not an alternative. This is a new way to produce meat.
If you, like many other people around the world, heard that the fastest growing field in Israeli high-tech is changing the way we live and eat, then you heard right. Foodteck is us. In the next few minutes, we will visit some of the leading cultivated meat companies and hear about their innovations that will show us just how big of a revolution this is. If you had to explain your really complex invention in a few words, what would you say?
We're producing meat, but instead of the conventional way, we produce it in a novel way that uses the same methodologies to grow the cells within the cow, but just outside of the cow.
You raised the most amount of money, and you have very, very important investors. One of them is Leonardo DiCaprio.
He not only invested, he's actually part of our sustainability advisory board.
Wow, that's amazing. So what's so special about your technology?
So we have a few technologies that are unique to Aleph Farms. One of them is the source of cell that we are using without any genetic modification.
We're taking cells from a cow, and we're producing a lot more cells until we're creating
a meat cut.
Ladies, please sit down.
It feels so special.
You should. Actually, I can count on my hands the people that already tasted it outside of the company. And
oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. It's cutting like beef. It's a steak. Everyone here, it's a steak. I'm eating steak.
Can you tell?
Not from a cow. This is amazing. I've never felt so good eating meat.
I'm glad for you.
Wow, this is amazing. I'm one of the first. It's me and Biden and DiCaprio, just so you know. One of the highlights of my career. This is amazing.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow, so we're here at Future Meats, and I have two things to tell you. One, someone took a bite of your logo.
It's because it's so tasty here.
Oh my God. And two, this looks like the future.
So let's go see it.
Let's go.
What we develop here are culture-based food products, and that means chicken breast, that means chicken nuggets, it could be lamb kebabs.
Okay.
And it starts from here, which is basically the first industrial line of cultured meat ever in the world.
The first one in the whole world here in Israel.
Yes, it is.
So what is so unique about your product?
So Future Meat has been established on two main pillars. One is cost reduction, the other is getting to price parity, okay, or scaling up. And obviously there is a broader sustainability attribute to this. This requires less land, less water, less CO2
When you say
emissions.
less, explain less to me.
95% less.
That's
99%.
like almost, that's 95% less.
Think about the fact that this vessel can produce a cow a day. That's 500 kilograms of meat, okay, which translates into 5,000 patties, for example, in a day.
In a day?
In a day.
Wow, and a regular cow would take how long to produce
24 months.
2 years compared to one day. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly.
That is Future Meat, man. And can we taste it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're cooking it just like chicken, right?
Just like regular chicken.
You don't need to change anything. You don't need to, any special process. You cook it, you taste it, it's great.
Wow, this is so great. Oh my God, this is chicken.
It's just produced in another way.
Wow. Wow, I'm so hungry I can eat a whole chicken. Is there a biologist in the house?
I think I can help you. Our products are chicken products, so breasts, thighs, etc., which we can create directly from chicken cells that we take from a biopsy from a chicken.
Someone told me that you have a restaurant.
That's true. About a year ago, we launched the world's first farm-to-fork facility, designed to be like a restaurant experience where people can sign up and come to dine on the cultivated meat products.
And tell me about the menu.
So we have a bunch of different dishes. Our most famous one is the crispy chicken burger. We also have Vietnamese chicken nuns, and we even have pet food that we serve in pet-friendly events.
Oh, I never thought of it. There's a whole another market.
Yes. In the US, the pets alone, if they were their own country, they would be ranked 5th in the world in meat consumption.
That's crazy. So tell me more about your technology.
We are extracting stem cells from a fertilized egg that is a couple of hours old. So basically, the chicken that we get to eat was never born or killed.
We all know that chickens have a lot of problems, a lot of viruses. What are we talking now?
Chicken is an animal that is fed with a lot of antibiotics. So we're talking about a very big problem when it comes to antibiotic resistance. By 2050, we're expected to see about 10 million people every year dying from antibiotic resistance complications. So it's going to be a very big problem.
And your product?
In cultivated meat, you're talking about a closed control system that contains no bacteria. So you don't need to introduce antibiotics to the system. So you'll get to eat meat that has no antibiotics whatsoever.
Antibiotics-free chicken. This is amazing.
Yes, it's a win-win
situation. Except from the fact that
all.
you're not inviting me to your restaurant.
No, you are invited. You just have to wait.
Okay, I'm going to be calling, yeah? With greenhouse gas emissions increasing and constant need for arable land and drinking water, we have a substantial ecological challenge. Each one of these companies contributes for the future of our planet.
I do believe that we can make a change in the world through the way that we consume, produce, and cook our food. And in my mind, a better world is a world that we don't slaughter animals, a world that our children won't believe that we used animals to make food.
You can feel that you guys are dealing with a higher cause, not just a business, that you know that you're changing the world.
Yes, we know that the greenhouse gas emission is cut by 90% developing cultivated meat versus conventional meat. 95% less land is needed for growing cultivated meat.
And I heard that you can grow this anywhere. And when I say anywhere, I mean space.
Yes, we sent our cells to space together with a company called 3D Bioprinting for the International Space Station. And they created from our cells a meat cut, a tissue with their unique printer.
The quality of plant-based substitutes is continuously improving. But what if you want to have real meat? The companies we just saw today are cultivating real meat cells. Once this technology turns commercial, it will provide a real meat alternative to animal meat. The source of protein will be muscle tissue and not plant-based. These innovative and groundbreaking technologies will enable us to create breweries, yeah, just like beer, where we can actually produce the meat locally, right? I'm not cleaning up here, guys. Where did you go? I'm not cleaning up here. I'm the presenter.